بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Good morning everyone and welcome to our class today of Traveler 4. Today's lesson is about writing. Let's get started. So, on page 64 of your book, how do you choose books to read or give as gifts? How do you choose your book? If you want to read a book about anything, how do you choose it? Do you only ask friends or relatives or family members? Or do you look online for them? Or do you read about them in a mobile or in a social media app? How do you choose your book? Do you ever read book reviews in newspapers or magazines? Why and why not? As we have seen in our last lesson, these are book reviews that was written in a magazine or a newspaper. So, have you read any of these? Any type of these? Or you don't? How do you choose your book? Do you only search for recommendations online or ask your family or a friend? Read the review. Here we have a review of the novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Is this a book you would be interested in reading? Why and why not? Would you like to read this book or this novel or not? Let's read it together. Let's read the review. Jules Verne is the writer of this novel. He is a French writer. Jules Verne's timeless novel, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. This is the title of the novel, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Was first published in 1870. It was published or written. It was written in 1870. It is a great adventure tale. It is one of the best of the adventure stories, which focuses on man's battle against the force of nature and his desire to overcome them. It is about a man who is battling or fighting against force of nature, about the nature and the power of nature, and his desire to overcome them and to defeat them. This is the first paragraph. We have 4 paragraphs. Let's go to the next one. The story takes place in 1866. So, the story happened in 1866 when a mysterious sea creature appears. So, a creature or an animal or something appeared at that time in the sea, causing trouble in Europe and America. It was this animal. It was causing problems in Europe and America. The well-known scientist, Dr. Pearl Aronnax, this scientist, along with his servant, along with his worker, counsel, and the adventurous Ned Land, also he is an adventurous, Ned Land, set off on an expedition to find the monster. They went on a journey, let's say, or an expedition to find the monster, to find it, to look where is it. Their quest or their search is successful, but the creature attacks the ship. The ship was attacked by this creature, and 3 men fall overboard, and 3 people fell overboard. After hours of swimming, they managed to climb into a hard surface. So they fell in the sea from the ship. So they took hours of swimming to survive. It took them hours to climb into a hard surface, which only proves to be the creature itself. So they don't know what is it that attacked them, but they prove this attack proves that it's only the creature. Nothing else will attack them this way. A little later, it turns out that the monster is actually a great submarine. That monster is a submarine run by the mysterious Captain Nemo. This is only a submarine that was playing by the mysterious Captain Nemo. Third paragraph. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is a classic of science fiction. So this is fiction, or let's say imaginary. And Verne, the writer, is considered one of its founders. He's one who established this one. The author managed to involve science and technology in an adventure story. So he engaged both science and technology in this novel or this story. However, as much as the author believed in technological progress, he realized, he knew that it also had its dangers for mankind. He knew that technology will progress, and it will be dangerous for mankind, for people or human race. This is obvious in the novel. This is very clear in the novel, which is written as a warning of how man can use technology. This novel was written to show that it can be wrongly used against people. For example, has impressive knowledge and has made great achievement. It has a lot of information and a lot of achievement, a lot of progress. Nevertheless, also because of his desire for revenge, to beat against, he seems to be nothing but a dangerous man. He seems also a dangerous man, very dangerous for people. The fourth and last paragraph. Verne's fantastic tale, the very good tale, or the very good novel of ocean exploration, takes the reader from the beautiful corals of the Red Sea. This takes the reader to a journey through the corals of the Red Sea to famous shipwrecks. Shipwrecks is the remains, or the remains of the ship that it has crashed, or anything happened to a ship. It remains that still in the sea or in the ocean. It's called shipwrecks. At the same time, discussing matters such as courage, friendship, and moral goodness. Discussing these things, friendship and courage or moral goodness, there is no question why this novel became so popular. This proves that this novel has became a very popular one, that it has never gone out of print since the year it was published. It has never gone out of print, so they always print it again, and the first time, and it has finished, and then print again, and also they keep printing until today, because whenever they print one, someone buy it, and it goes on. So this is a review of this book. Do you think you will read this this novel or this tale? Do you think so? Do you find it attractive for reading? Let's get to the exercise here. Answer the questions below. We have, in which paragraph does the writer, we have 6 statements or 6 sentences. We will see in which paragraph this answer is. So we have 4 paragraphs in the review. In which paragraph does the writer tell us where the story takes place? In the review, there was a paragraph talking about where was the story happened. Which paragraph do you think? If we go back, you will see that it takes place in 1866. So this is the first, this is the second. So it is the second paragraph. In which paragraph does the writer give an overall impression of the novel? Give an impression, a feeling about the novel. Which paragraph do you think? Is it the first, the second, third, or the fourth one? If you read it again, you will see it is the last paragraph, number 4. C. Tell us who the author of the novel is. Who is the writer? In which paragraph does this tell us who is the writer? Yes, it is the first one, the first paragraph. D. Refer to a certain character's flaws. Which one refers to the certain character's flaws? Which one do you think? It is the third paragraph. E. In which paragraph does the writer refer to important themes in the book? In which paragraph he said that it is a science fiction? Which one do you think? It is the fourth one. F. In which paragraph does the writer comment on what makes the novel so popular? The writer said a few words or a few sentences about why this novel is very popular. Which paragraph contains that writing? It is number 4 also. He said here, there is no question why is this novel became so popular, that it has never gone out of print since the year it was published. So they keep printing it again and again. If you read the review again, find words or phrases which mean the following. So we have six phrases, and we need only one word that explain the sentence. We will find it in the review. For example, in paragraph 1, in the first paragraph, there is a word that explains that something is not affected by passing of time. Something lasts forever, for example, or something doesn't change through time. So if you go to the first paragraph, which word of these do you think it means something not affected by time? So it is timeless. Timeless. 2. In paragraph 2, there is a word that means a search for something. When they went by ship and they went in the expedition to look for the monster, what were they doing? They quest. We say quest. 3. Over a ship's side and into the water. over the ship side. If this is the ship may have two floors. The first one, what do we call? Over. In paragraph 2, it is overboard. 4. Which word in paragraph 3 means the human race, the people, or the human race, or the humankind? It is mankind. Mankind, which means people. And which word in paragraph 3 means the desire for something? The desire for something. Look, you will find it is thirst or thirst. Number 6, which word in paragraph 4 means the remains of destroyed ship? If a ship was destroyed, the remains that left in the bottom of the ocean or in the sea, we call it shipwreck. Shipwreck. This is the meaning of the remain of destroyed. So, do you enjoy reading books? Do you read the reviews to read the book or about the books? How do you choose your book? Try to write your review or your opinion about reading books. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is our lesson of writing in Traveler 4. And remember that practice makes perfect. Thank you so much.